She keeps saying she wants to talk about Michael.
That's my brother.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to have her step in. I'm going to have her start talking. Do you feel like you didn't have a full goodbye with her?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
perfect. When they say that, it can be because you're not there. I'm just watching her because she's just so gentle and so loving. And she keeps saying to me, I know how much they miss me, but it's nice to be with my husband again. And she's saying to me that he was the very first person she saw besides her mom when she passed over, okay? So I'm just going to take my time with her. She says that there's a son, Michael, that she wants to validate and that she wants to talk with. So that just means that there's going to be a message that you deliver, okay? That she's saying December. But she's making me feel like she didn't have the chance to really say everything to you that she wanted to say. Do you understand? And it's to both of you and the rest of the family, okay? So sometimes that can have to do with time frame. It could be that you weren't there with the passing. It could be that she wasn't fully vocal in the end. There's a lot of different things.
Right.
But all she keeps saying to me is, I knew I wasn't starting to feel well, meaning she was starting to feel a little run down and she wasn't feeling good, okay? So she keeps saying to me, I wasn't feeling well, but I didn't expect to go when I did. I started to see my husband 2 days before I passed. Did she tell you that? Because she makes me feel like she's not really vocal in the end.
Yes.
Do you understand it?
Yes.
Perfect. So it's her way of making me feel, and I feel like I'm laying down, and it's her way of making me feel that he's already shown himself to her in spirit. She's saying to me that it was her husband, Frank, and that he was with her for 2 days before the passing actually happened. It's her way of acknowledging that they were coming. She was already starting to see him, and they knew that it was their time to come and get her because she was going to be going home back to heaven with them soon. Do you understand?
Yes.
But she makes me feel like she didn't have a chance to really say the things to you that she wanted to say. Do you understand it? Okay, perfect. So I need to take my time with her because this is a very recent passing, but I keep getting December. So it's her way of saying that it's only been a few months and her way of validating that date to me, okay? Every time I connect to your dad, he's giving me the breathing issues. So I know that's COPD, but he's not the one that's actually validating today. He's just standing beside your mom. She's saying to me, I lived a long life and it was a good one. And I needed to tell my children how much I love them. Okay, she's just said, I know my son, and I feel like it goes to you, okay? So I'm just watching her talk to me. Do you feel like everyone stepped in and helped take care of her and you did everything you could, but do you regret feeling like there's more stuff you could have done? Okay, because she keeps saying to me, they need to let go of that because I see now, because of what I've been shown, that they feel there's more they could have done for me all the way up until the end because they didn't expect me to pass when I did, and they feel maybe there's something else they could have done. Were you worried about preventing her passing?
It was very quick. It was totally unexpected.
Because she's saying to me, there's nothing else they could have done to help me, and that could mean about the preventing of the passing. You feel like there's other times that you could have spent with her or other things you could have done, or just the regret of feeling like you could have been there more. It's all it means. It can mean any of those because she's just given me the blank statement. I feel like it's about the time more than anything. Meaning you wish there was more time. Do you understand? Okay, good. She was making me feel like he was with her for 2 days where she was already feeling him in spirit and that she knew that she was going to pass, but there's a part of her where it's unexpected because she's saying to me, he kept saying to me, you're going to come home with me soon, but she didn't know the time frame. So not only is it the unexpected time frame for her, it's about the two of you and the rest of the family as well. Do you understand it? Okay, good. All she's saying to me is that I want my son just to be happy and just to remember the times that we did share, because there were so many years that I had with my family, and my children were my greatest blessing. They need to know how much I love them. I wanted him to know that his dad was there to greet me and that he was there for me 2 days before I left. I know I didn't have a chance to say everything to them that I wanted to say, but I want him to let go of the regret, thinking that there was more that they could have done as far as seeing me, and they didn't expect for me to pass when I did. It's about the timing. It means that she's explaining to me what that sentence is, and that it was about the timing. Do you understand it? Okay. I'm hearing your dad, Frank. I can hear his voice just a little bit. And all he keeps saying to me is, son, you need to know that I was there for her. It was important for me to tell you, and it's important for you and everyone else to understand that I was there for her and that it was a peaceful time for her. And I can see the peaceful rings in front of her chest. I'm asking her what she wants to pass to Michael. Your dad's just passing loving energy. He's actually starting to step back out. Because today's about your mom. And it's just because it's a recent passing. So I just want her, they're saying to me I have just another 2 or 3 minutes with her, and I just want to see everything I can get out of her really quick. They're saying to me I'm going to lose her in a couple seconds. She's saying to me that Michael is taking this the hardest.
Actually, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I care for my mom more than.
Okay. Okay. Sometimes what will happen is they will see stuff on the other side that we don't even realize, and she makes me feel that you're allowing yourself to express things and he's not. So it's her talking about, it has nothing to do with who's missing her more. It has to do that he's internalizing it.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
Do you understand it? Perfect. That's what it's about. Because she does this, and she says it's not about that. It's that you have each other for support. You have each other to talk to. She sees how hard it's been on you. She looked at her like a mother. Even though you felt like you were the closest one to your mom, she's concerned because he's not allowing himself to properly grieve and feel everything that he's feeling right now. Meaning her concern is that she sees that he's hurting more right now, and it has nothing to do with the connection. It has to do with he's not allowing himself to grieve properly and express things the way he should be expressing it. That's all it has to do with. Do you understand it? Perfect. Because she keeps saying to me, I know how much Pat loves me, but I'm concerned about Michael because he's not letting his grief go in a healthy way. Meaning she's concerned about what it's doing to him because he's not allowing himself to grieve. Did you guys see that? Because she's making me feel like I'm putting walls up around him.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. It's just the way she's making me feel. And it's not her playing comparison between the two of you at all. It has nothing to do with that. It just means that she sees that he's not allowing himself to grieve, where at least you have the support right here. Meaning she's saying to me he doesn't have the support like you do. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. It's about the support, meaning he doesn't have that person to be vocal to. She keeps saying to me, I know that they're all suffering. I know it's hard for my son for me not to be there because we were as close as we was. But she makes me feel like it's her way of telling you guys what he's going through so that you can then support him and vice versa. I feel like you'll be more support for him than he will for you because of the person that he is. Do you understand it? But it's her way of wanting to acknowledge to the two of you what she sees in him because he's not grieving properly. And they'll always come through and they'll make me feel if somebody's letting themselves grieve through the stages of grief. This is what I'm going to explain to everybody, okay? Everyone has a right to go through the stages of grief the way they choose to go through them, regardless of how long it takes, or they could stay in stage 1 or stage 2 for years. If that's what they choose, that's what they choose. But there's a difference when they're not allowing themselves to feel or grieve at all because they're internalizing it and they're blocking it out and they're trying not to let themselves feel. That's what she's making me feel that he's happening. Do you understand?
Does make sense.
Meaning
Yeah.
that's what's going on with him.
Yeah.
So she's concerned about him, even though you felt closer to her, it's just her concern for him. So it's her way of saying, you guys could be a good support system, but you're the person that can get him to kind of shed those feelings. Because I'm being told he really hasn't. Do you understand it?
Makes sense.
Perfect. So that's all it is. It's her way of trying to give you both support in completely different ways. I'm asking her what else she wants to say. Yeah, they're pulling her out. She's just so gentle and so loving. And she keeps saying to me, I know it's not the same with me not being there with them, but it's nice to be with my love again. That's what she just said, meaning she's talking about your dad. She's saying to me that she's happy. I can see the peaceful wings across her chest, and all she keeps saying to me is, tell him I know it's not the same without me. I'm waiting for the next sentence. But he needs to know that I love him. Tell him thank you for everything that he did for me. Tell him I know that I wish I had the chance to say the things to him that I wanted to say. I'm hoping I have another chance to talk to him soon. But let him know that I'm at peace and that I'm happy and that I love him. All right, she's starting to go. She's so sweet and so gentle and so loving. She just, as she starts to step out, I get the pain right here, which is my pain.